And now, regardless of whether it was, N-Dashed is up 2-0 over Renka, who's going to go with his Hunter again. N-Dashed has just the Druid left, so we'll see if he's able to finish the sweep here. Or if Renka can kind of stave off elimination, he's got to beat the Druid of N-Dashed 3 times if he wants to advance to the championship match. Not a bad start again, not as ideal as his last one was, but the abusive. Still a little bit of board presence, forces N-Dash to deal with it. Not too concerned about getting the battle cry out of abusive when you play it on turn 1, because assuming it lives, you're going to get that 2 damage in anyway. So the damage value is negated. Knife Juggler does not seem great here because of how well it trades in with the Aspirant, but he's going to throw it out there anyway. Now N-Dash with the Innervate, though. He can Innervate out the Keeper of the Grove to peg that off very nicely. He could also Innervate out the Druid of the Claw, which sets up a little bit of a better board presence. And use the Aspirant to trade still, as we talked about earlier. That looks pretty good. Now Renka with a handful of secrets. I mean, I guess those combo with the bow pretty well, but not what you want to have ideally. So N-Dash guessing either guessing that it was explosive or freezing. Either way, he wanted to put the damage or get the Druid of the Claw bounce back to his hand so we can play it again. Procking the secret before Renka was able to set up a bow seems pretty good either way, regardless of what his intentions were.
I must safeguard the light.
And N-Dash has to throw down the Keeper. I mean, he doesn't need to get the value out of it. He just wants to get that down for board presence, because otherwise it's just going to be a hero power pass turn, which doesn't seem too great. And now, depending on where N-Dash goes here, he could give his opponent an extra charge on the bow. He does guess correctly. Prevents that benefit here. Renka has to flood the board. He's got the hero power. We'll see if he holds on to this bow to get value from the secret. He does. He's going to hold on to that. N-Dash, though, is not about to fizzle out. This looks like a pretty good Emperor Thorazin turn if you want to. You could argue it's a tad on the slow side, but not by much. If you wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, you could have gone with like the Savage Combatant hero power or something, but then you would have had to pop the secret with that. Let's get value there. This rubber seems pretty good. Renka's not out of it yet. He decides to use the bow charge here now that he picked up the Leroy and just really put N-Dash on a clock. If N-Dash attacks into this, he would be dead to a kill command or a quick shot. So that's what he's debating on now, but how does the Druid kill your opponent if you can't attack the face? So he's going to have to use this eventually if he wants to win. Or if he's going to try to hold off until he can get some heals. So that seems to be the plan he's taking, so that he's not just dead to the aforementioned spells. But if he doesn't draw that heal quickly, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He could Wrath his own minion, but that wouldn't leave him with enough mana to play Ancient of Lore. So even if he does that and picks up the Lore, he would not be able to use it to heal this turn. You just got to make sure he hero powers, which will put him out of range of kill command or quick shot and Renka's hero power. So that's what he's going to do. Make sure he stays above 5 here. Very important. Renka, though, drawing into just these weapons here. But the fear of the spells for N-Dashed. Could have, I mean, it was very justified, but it could have potentially lost in the game here, depending on how this plays out. Because now if he attacks in, oh, he does get the lure, so that's going to be huge. He can heal up for 5, so that was a huge top deck. He can use that and the hero power. Or with the is this lethal? The force of nature? He's got the swipe for 4. Oh, swipe with the Savage Combatant and the Living Roots? Wow, what a lot of damage. I did not calculate all of that out. I didn't think it was enough, but it definitely was. And N-Dash saw it, so he's going to complete the sweep with a lot of sneaky damage from hand. N-Dash is going to take the series in a very quick 3-0 over Renka. So that will do it for the second semifinals match. The first one went the distance, but this was a very quick 3-0, very impressive showing from N-Dash. So he will move on to the championship match. But before that, we're going to see Renka going down into the third place match. So we'll see how he does against Pride First. So that match will be coming up here very shortly. The third place match between Pride First and Renka. So stick around, you don't want to miss that. We'll be back soon.